Good morning, everyone. It's Carol Lourie. I'm super excited to be here with you all this morning. I have my dear friend and colleague, Tricia Nelson, and we decided to come on spontaneously, actually, because I've had so many of you women reach out to me about her upcoming Quit Sugar Summit. I'm sorry, Quit Sugar Challenge. It's such an important time right now to do this because everybody's sort of fallen off the wagon with the sugar over the holidays, and you're finding it's super hard to get back. So welcome, Trish,
Thank
and give us
you.
a little more information about your event and your attitude and approach. It's so important.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's so nice to be here. Thanks for having me. And, I was a sugar addict and anything ooey gooey and chewy had my lips on it. Whether it was brownies or, candy or pastries, anything yummy, ice cream, of course, who could forget ice cream? So, I
Really.
just loved sugar and it didn't love me back. I was 50 pounds overweight and I was bloated all the time. My face was like a pumpkin
You
and I
didn't feel well.
oh
And you didn't
no.
feel well.
No, I didn't feel well on every level, Carol, on every level. And so basically, anytime I tried to be good, so to speak, and I was on a diet, it was always the sugar that sabotaged my healthy eating. I'd be like, "Oh, I'll just have one," and before you know it, I'm back on the sugar train, and it's taking me to hell. And so basically what I did is I created the Quit Sugar Challenge because first of all, when we do things in community like quitting sugar, it's so much easier. And I make it fun, and so it's basically a 5-day opportunity to get rid of sugar. And you don't have to get rid of it all the way, but definitely if you want to cut down your sugar intake, if you want to learn different foods that are sweet and yummy but don't have sugar in them, I'm going to teach that during my Quit Sugar Challenge. And why this is so important is I wasn't able to lose those 50 pounds until I addressed the sugar, because sugar is sneaky. And even when you think you're eating healthy, manufacturers put sugar in the food and they call it by different names, hidden names that you think, oh, that's not sugar, that's something else. And yet it's sugar. And the problem with sugar is it's highly addictive.
Addictive,
Yeah.
highly
Yeah.
addictive.
And so you think you're eating healthy, but then you feel drawn to these certain foods and you can't stop eating them. And then you're beating yourself up and then you're blowing it. And my experience is if we know where the sugar is hiding, if we can sidestep the trap, if we can have like healthy alternatives that have no sugar in them, but still taste sweet, then we don't feel deprived. And the thing is, nowadays there are healthy alternatives there, with stevia, with monk fruit, there's ways to enjoy sweeter foods. I still have a sweet tooth, Carol. Like I just do. I always have, I always will, except that I eat sweet foods without the sugar content. And that makes it something that means I can enjoy it without getting hooked on it, without falling down the rabbit hole of sugar binging and feeling awful and having it affect my mood and my brain and everything like that. So it's a really fun process of letting go of sugar, identifying where sugar is hiding in our cupboards. Even if we're on a healthier track, it's really important to get that sugar out of your cupboards so that you are eating clean and you're not being tricked and having your body get hooked when you're trying to be healthy. So it's really, it's not hard to do, but my experience is because sugar is everywhere and everybody's serving it and it comes in pretty packages, it's really difficult to overcome sugar on your own. My experience is the sugar addiction is insidious and it's socially acceptable to eat sugar. So when you do it in community with other people, when you get the proper tools and the step-by-step process for quitting sugar, it's so much easier.
So there's a couple things that you just said which I think are really important. First of all, the good, bad, and the blowing it. My community, all of you ladies who are watching this, are women who either are currently in treatment or who are finished with active treatment for their breast cancer. And sugar is like puts gas in the cancer gas tank, which the whole purpose of Empowered Against Recurrence, Empowered Through Treatment is like, let's not do, you don't want to do that. You want to starve the cancer cells and feed the healthy cells. So when you get yourself into this good, bad, I'm on the diet, I'm off the diet paradigm, you're creating this split inside of your psyche that is inevitably you're not going to be able to maintain. And notice I didn't use the word fail, because it's not about failing, it's about maintaining. So your program is so important, whether you think you have a sugar addiction or you don't, or you know you do, or you have a difficulty with, or you want to get a different perspective about sugar and how it relates to your health. I think what Tricia is talking about is critical. And I've put the URL in the chat and here in front of us right now. And you can copy and paste that into your own header to be able to get to the page that allows you to join. Now, when does this program start?
It starts Monday, actually, on the 23rd of January. So you can jump right in. What's cool about this challenge, Carol, is that I find that a lot of women are afraid to quit sugar because they depend on it, because it's like their reward, it's their happy place. So even though part of us wants to be healthier, we don't want recurrence of breast cancer, you know, we want to be as healthy as can be, there's a little gremlin in our head that's like, but I can't quit sugar. Like, it's too important to me. Like, it's my go-to.
Wow.
It makes me happy, you know, and it's sort of like a subtext that we don't totally tap into, but it does sabotage us. And so what I do during this challenge is I offer a mindset call first thing in the morning. So in the morning, we have a morning mindset call, even before the Quit Sugar Challenge class begins, so that we can address that those little gremlins that sabotage us of, I can't quit sugar, it's too hard, you know, it's my go-to. I'm going to address that and show people an easy way to quit sugar and to feel like you're not depriving yourself, to feel like you can still be satisfied and you have other tools to lean on when you're stressed, when you feel like nobody's paying attention to you, when you feel like you've been working so hard and you have no reward in sight. I'm going to show you how to address that on the morning mindset call.
That's so great. And what is the fee for this? Because I know that some people have been reaching out to me. Is there a repetitive fee or just a one-time fee?
It's only $17.
Yeah. I mean, come on, ladies.
It's $17. It's a whole week of classes. Morning mindset call in the morning. Then we have our class at 1 p.m. Pacific each day. Everything's recorded in case you can't attend live. And then also, if you want to upgrade for a whopping $47, you can hang out with me after each Quit Sugar Challenge class to ask questions, to talk about your own situation. And it's just very engaging. It's really fun to hang out after class. It's our little after party every single day of the week, plus an additional workshop on Saturday for how to integrate all the information that you learned during the week.
So Tricia has made this extremely reasonable and affordable for everyone. I mean, $17 if you're buying coffee at Starbucks or something, that's like 1.5 visits. Yeah. And being able to hang out with Tricia personally and in the group and the additional Saturday call really will help propel you towards success in managing this. And I have to say that I am, guilty. I love certain sweets, and I know myself, there are certain things that do not come into my house. And I used to be a pastry chef, and now I have taken that skill and I make gluten-free, like almost no sugar in what I bake. And it is developing a different palate. Like date nut bread does not need any additional sugar in it because the dates are naturally sweet. I make, gluten-free, high fiber foods with using certain specific types of grains, but maybe I would put a teaspoon of maple syrup, sugar, a teaspoon in the entire event. So It's really about once you start with the sugar thing, you're on that slippery slope. So I want to encourage everyone, and I'm going to send out another email probably tomorrow to my community to really encourage you all. It is a big commitment, but you're committing to yourself, and this fee is so reasonable. I mean, you got to sometimes just say, okay, I need help. And Tricia is the perfect person to do this for you because she's done it for hundreds of other women, and she started with herself.
You bet.
So she really is an expert in this whole area.
Yeah, no, it's going to be a lot of fun. And, it's a commitment of time also. And so what if you do sign up, mark your calendar, put it on your calendar. The classes, like the morning mindset call, is 20 minutes. Okay. So you're going to get a lot in 20 minutes each morning, and it just sets your head right. And then the class is an hour, typically. And so it's just, I think the bottom line is you're worth it.
Totally.
The rest of your life can wait. Like, give yourself this gift, because it can be a total life changer, literally, and a life giver.
Yeah, I 100% agree. Well, I know that you have some meetings to go to, and everybody here has been watching, and I hope that you will click, copy and paste this URL, and that you take advantage. Give yourself this gift, start the new year on a healthier phase, and really know that you are empowered with this addiction to sugar. And work with Tricia. She's just wonderful. So thank you so much for being here this morning with me and my community.
Thanks
Ladies,
for having me, Carol. I love your ladies. I absolutely love them.
And they love you.
Yep, I've worked with some of them. They're just beautiful.
I know, they're the best. Everybody in this group is so great. So ladies, let's get on it. Okay, I'm going to be starting a new Empowered Against Recurrence life coaching program. You'll all be hearing information about that. The first free class is January 31st, and the program starts Tuesday the 7th. So, and quitting sugar is a very important aspect of being healthy. So thank you, Tricia. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. We're signing off for now. There'll be more later.
Thanks, Carol. Thanks, everybody.
Bye, everyone.